The discovery and development of penicillin, the first antibiotic, is one of the most significant milestones in the history of medicine. It began with the accidental discovery by Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, in 1928. Fleming was working at St. Mary's Hospital in London, researching Staphylococcus bacteria, which cause infections. After returning from a holiday, he noticed that one of his petri dishes, which had accidentally been left uncovered, had developed a mold, and the area around the mold was clear of bacteria. The mold, identified as *Penicillium notatum*, had produced a substance that killed the bacteria. Fleming realized the potential of this substance, which he named penicillin, as an antibacterial agent. However, he encountered difficulties in isolating and producing penicillin in a form that could be used to treat infections in humans. Fleming published his findings in 1929, but the significance of penicillin was not fully recognized, and his discovery did not immediately lead to its widespread use. The story of penicillin took a crucial turn in the late 1930s, when two scientists, Howard Florey, an Australian pharmacologist, and Ernst Boris Chain, a German-born biochemist, at the University of Oxford, became interested in Fleming's work. Recognizing the potential of penicillin to treat bacterial infections, they set out to solve the problem of producing it in sufficient quantities and purifying it for medical use. Florey and Chain, along with their team, developed a method to extract and purify penicillin from the mold. They faced numerous challenges, including the instability of penicillin and the difficulty of producing it in large amounts. However, through a combination of meticulous research and experimentation, they were able to develop a process that yielded a stable and usable form of penicillin. In 1940, they successfully tested it on mice infected with streptococci bacteria, demonstrating its effectiveness in treating bacterial infections. With the outbreak of World War II, the need for effective treatments for infected wounds and diseases became urgent. Florey and Chain realized that penicillin could be a game-changer in saving lives, but they lacked the resources to produce it on a large scale in Britain, which was already stretched thin by the war effort. In 1941, Florey traveled to the United States, where he sought the support of American pharmaceutical companies to mass-produce penicillin. The U.S. government and several pharmaceutical companies, recognizing the potential of penicillin to reduce the number of deaths from infection in soldiers, agreed to collaborate on its production. With the help of American scientists and industrial resources, they were able to develop more efficient methods of growing the mold and extracting penicillin, leading to large-scale production. By 1943, penicillin was being produced in sufficient quantities to be distributed widely, and it was first used extensively to treat Allied soldiers during the war. The effectiveness of penicillin in treating infections like pneumonia, gangrene, and syphilis was nothing short of revolutionary, leading to a dramatic reduction in the number of deaths from bacterial infections. After the war, penicillin became available to the general public, and it marked the beginning of the antibiotic era in medicine. In summary, the discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming, followed by the purification and mass production efforts led by Howard Florey and Ernst Boris Chain, transformed medical treatment and saved countless lives. The development of penicillin not only demonstrated the power of antibiotics but also paved the way for the discovery and production of other life-saving drugs, fundamentally changing the course of medicine in the 20th century.